I literally said to myself, who do I have to call? Who do I need to put myself in front of? What do I need to do to get that job? So what I did was I took my reel, I took my headshot, I wrote a letter, and I sent it. I found out the guy I needed to send it to was Dana White from Zuffa Productions.
You found his email?
I found him,
on the internet?
So I don't, did I have internet back then? When did I have?
Wow.
Yes, I did. But it was very limited. So I found Zuffa Productions and I found the president, and it was Dana White. So I wrote him, and nothing. A couple months later, wrote him again, did the same thing, sent my reel, nothing. A few months later, I call up, and I ask for Dana White, and he gets on the phone.
What?
Yeah, and I say, I really want to host. I'm a really good host. Did you get my package? He goes, it's sitting on my desk, but we're not hiring. We're not hiring right now, but if we are, I'll take a look at it. And I'm like, but I'm good, and I'll work for free. I'll show you. He's like, I really appreciate your enthusiasm, not right now. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I buy a ticket to the UFC. I wait for him at an after fight party thing.
That's stalking, Kerri.
Yeah, a little bit, little stalkerish. So I wait for him, and I tell the bouncer, because I have no idea what he looks like, point out Dana White when he walks by. I'm going to sit here until that guy walks in. I get a nudge a few minutes later. That's Dana. I walk up to him, tap him on the shoulder. Dana, Kerri Kasem, I want to work for you. Total stalker. And he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, it's great. He's like, look, we're really not hiring, but I will let you know. Moving on, a month later, he calls me up. He said, listen, I'm in town. I'm with a couple fighters. Meet me at a morning show. And they were on this news morning show. I walk in. It's the two biggest fighters, Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell. And I'm like, because at this point, I have read everything. I know everything.
Okay.
I can talk shop. I knew him. And I'm thinking, I'm in. He invites me to Mastro's that night. There's Joe Rogan. There's Joe Silva. There's, PR guy, Dana, the fighters, everybody, and me. And I'm talking shop. I'm holding my own. I'm thinking, I'm in. Nothing. Month goes by. 2 months goes by. Finally, I get a call, and he said, it's Joe Silva. And we start talking, and I say, Joe, what do I got to do? And for some reason, Joe Silva mentions that Dana White likes black chapstick. Right, that was my thing.
Wait, what?
What's black chapstick?
What is black chapstick?
What's black chapstick? That's what I said. I'm like, black chapstick? He goes, the kind? The original with the black wrapper?
Oh.
So I said, oh, and a light went off in my head. I bought a year's supply of black chapstick. I wrapped it up. It was this much chapstick, no joke. Wrapped it up, sent a letter, sent it off to Dana White, and he called me up. He said, that is the most innovative. You are so persistent. I'll let you host something. And he let me host. It was called Ultimate Knockouts for Spike TV. Mm-hmm. And he goes, he's like, it wasn't going to be hosted, but I'll let you. And a month after that, I got my first hosting job with the UFC.
Wow.
Less than a year later, I had Lisa Durgan's job.
Oh.